Hello and welcome into today's edition of the Arizona State Sun Devils Insider Podcast. My name is Kevin Hicks, and I am the lead beat writer for Arizona State Sun Devils on SI. And just wrapped up with day 6 of Arizona State Fall Camp. Practice started at around 9:15 and wrapped up at about 10:40. It was scheduled to go until about 11 Arizona time, but they wrapped it up early. The players are getting ready to head up to Payson up north in Arizona to partake in Camp Tontozona, which will be held from Wednesday through Saturday, and it obviously caps off with a big scrimmage on Saturday morning. It's going to be warm up in Payson for any Sun Devil fans that are planning to go, but will be significantly cooler than it is in the Valley. So, big opportunity for players and fans alike to get a glimpse of what the state of the program is looking like, what the morale is appearing to be, the competition at different positions, and everything in between. Before we get started today, just brief rundown of the history for those that aren't aware. Camp Tontozona was founded in 1959 by Arizona State head coach Frank Kush, the guy who is largely credited with, I guess, invigorating the program, taking it to the next level. They joined the Pac-8 during his tenure and became a power football program largely due to him. And it's really a few days for team bonding, getting hard work in, getting a little break from the heat. There's a lot of things in play, and Coach Kenny Dillingham added an extra day to the camp last season and extended into this season. So now they're Wednesday through Saturday instead of Thursday through Saturday. But it's just a great time for players to really continue to grow their brotherhood and for fans to see where the team is at right now with about 3 weeks left until the start of the season. So before we get started today, please follow me on X/Twitter as you see below me at khicks_21. I will continue to be posting video content from practices and soon enough games, press conferences, media availability, media scrams, all of that will be on X/Twitter. Thank you so much for all your support. I couldn't do it without you. And this might be a little bit of a shorter episode today since the practice was shorter and there was less to take away from it. But I still want to give you a little bit of a rundown of what I saw, what I observed, what I took away. And first off, I don't really want to start off on a negative note, and this isn't a concern, at least in my mind, but Arizona State incoming kicker Jesus Gomez from Eastern Michigan has knocked down nearly 80% of the field goals he's taken in his career. He did have a little bit of a rough day today. I believe I counted 3 field goals that he shanked, and 1 during the little light scrimmage part of practice they had. Like I said, not a big concern because he's really been killing it otherwise during fall camp. He was knocking down 50-yarders just on Thursday, I believe, and he's looking very strong, just an off day to me. Defensive line continues to look very, very impressive. CJ Fight, complete unit, and from what I was observing, he was very much taking on a leadership role in practice today. He was very communicative. He was letting his personality show out, and he is going to be one of the keys to the Arizona State defense in 2025. I don't know if there's a player on the roster that has a higher ceiling as a player than he does, and that's saying something with Sam Levitt, Jordan Tyson, Xavion Alford on the roster. Montana Warren continues to impress. He's battling with Kendrick Breedlove to replace Shamari Simmons at nickel, presumably. That's going to be another position that's tough to replace. Malik McClain made a very nice grab on the very last play of practice before it was called early, and that leads as a segue into Sam Levitt. Levitt looked sharp today. He was in command of the offense. He was making some nice tight window throws. He made that very nice throw on the last play of practice to McLean, I believe it was. And he was scrambling. He was improvising. He looks every bit as good as people would expect him to as a redshirt sophomore now with a year of starting experience under his belt. Jordan Tyson continues to look impressive. It's hard to hammer down all of these players on the Arizona State roster that look phenomenal. And just from my observance too, coaches were interactive. Running backs coach Sean Aguano came over and talked to us. One of the Arizona State defensive line assistant coaches came over and talked to media. Was very interactive, very outgoing. I apologize, I don't remember his name, and that is bad on me, my fault. But the Arizona State coaches were in good spirits. Just a very, very efficient practice. There's a lot to feel good about, even if it was a rather light practice inside Mount America Stadium, getting ready for the opening game. And yeah, that's about all I have from my report. Jesus Gomez looked good. Malik McLean looked good. Sam Levitt looked great. Jeff Sims stepped in and continues to show his veteran leadership. He was making some nice throws in the short game. The team just looks connected. The team looks deep. The team looks faster than last season. There are many things that you can point to and definitively state that this team is going to be better than 2024. But obviously, we will have to wait another 3.5 weeks roughly to actually see that in action. Northern Arizona comes to Tempe on August 30th. Then they get their first big test of the season when they travel to Mississippi State just about a month from now. Until then, keep tuning into the Sun Devil Insider podcast each and every day. I'm here to do my best to give you the most engaging content in the Arizona State media sphere. And yeah, that's all I have for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Once again, please follow me on X/Twitter at @KHicks_21 if and when you get the opportunity to do so. And I will see you all tomorrow.